Top 25 Change Manager Interview Questions and Answers. Change managers play a critical role in helping organizations successfully implement new systems, processes, technologies, and business strategies while minimizing disruption. Employers seek candidates who possess strong leadership, communication, problem-solving, stakeholder management, and project coordination skills. Preparing for common change manager interview questions allows you to demonstrate your ability to lead people through organizational change and deliver successful outcomes. Below are 25 frequently asked change manager interview questions with sample answers that will help you confidently prepare for your next interview and impress hiring managers. 1. Tell us about yourself. A strong answer should briefly summarize your professional background, change management experience, and key strengths. Mention industries you've worked in, major transformation projects you've led, and your ability to manage stakeholders, reduce resistance, and improve adoption. Highlight your communication, leadership, and planning skills while connecting your experience to the organization's needs. Finish by explaining why you're excited about the opportunity and how your expertise can contribute to successful organizational change initiatives. 2. Why do you want to work as a change manager? I enjoy helping organizations navigate change successfully while ensuring employees feel supported throughout the transition. Change management combines strategic thinking, communication, leadership, and problem-solving, which are areas I genuinely enjoy. I find satisfaction in improving adoption rates, reducing resistance, and achieving business objectives. This role allows me to collaborate across departments, influence stakeholders, and create lasting organizational improvements that benefit both employees and the business. 3. What are the key responsibilities of a change manager? A change manager develops and executes change strategies that support business objectives. Responsibilities include assessing change impacts, identifying stakeholders, creating communication plans, managing resistance, coordinating training, measuring adoption, monitoring project progress, and ensuring successful implementation. They collaborate closely with project teams, executives, HR, and employees to ensure changes are understood, accepted, and sustained, while minimizing disruption to daily operations and maintaining employee engagement throughout the transition. 4. How do you handle employee resistance to change? I begin by understanding the reasons behind the resistance through active listening and open communication. Employees often resist because of uncertainty, fear, or lack of information. I address concerns honestly, involve employees early in the process, provide regular updates, and explain the benefits of the change. Offering appropriate training, leadership support, and opportunities for feedback helps build trust, increase engagement, and encourage employees to embrace new ways of working. 5. What change management methodologies are you familiar with? I have experience with several change management frameworks, including ADKR, Cotter's 8-step change model, Lewin's change management model, and Prosky methodologies. I understand that each framework provides valuable guidance depending on the project's size and complexity. I adapt the methodology to fit organizational culture, stakeholder needs, and business goals, while ensuring effective communication, leadership involvement, employee engagement, and continuous measurement throughout the implementation process. 6. How do you measure the success of a change initiative? Success is measured using predefined key performance indicators, such as adoption rates, employee engagement, training completion, productivity improvements, customer satisfaction, and achievement of project objectives. I also collect employee feedback through surveys and meetings to identify improvement opportunities. Monitoring business performance before and after implementation helps determine whether the change has delivered expected benefits and whether additional support or adjustments are required. 7. Describe a successful change project you managed. In a previous role, I led the implementation of a new enterprise software system affecting multiple departments. I developed communication plans, coordinated stakeholder meetings, organized training sessions, and managed employee concerns throughout the project. Regular progress updates and leadership involvement increased employee confidence. The project launched on schedule, user adoption exceeded expectations, productivity improved significantly, and post-implementation feedback showed high employee satisfaction with the transition process. 8. How do you communicate organizational changes effectively? I tailor communication to different audiences, using multiple channels such as emails, meetings, presentations, workshops, and internal communication platforms. Messages should clearly explain why the change is happening, expected benefits, implementation timelines, and available support. I encourage two-way communication by inviting questions and feedback. Consistent, transparent communication builds trust, reduces uncertainty, and helps employees remain engaged throughout the entire change journey. 9. How do you identify stakeholders during a change project? I begin by reviewing the project's objectives and identifying individuals or groups affected directly or indirectly by the change. I analyze each stakeholder's level of influence, interest, and potential impact on project success. Creating a stakeholder matrix helps prioritize communication and engagement activities. Regular stakeholder assessments ensure concerns are addressed early, expectations remain aligned, and support is maintained throughout the change implementation process. 10. How do you prioritize multiple change initiatives? I prioritize change initiatives by evaluating business impact, urgency, organizational readiness, available resources, and strategic objectives. I work closely with leadership and project teams to identify dependencies and potential risks before creating a realistic implementation schedule. Regular reviews allow priorities to be adjusted as business needs evolve. Effective planning ensures critical initiatives receive appropriate attention while minimizing employee fatigue and maintaining productivity across the organization. 11. What would you do if senior leadership disagreed with your change strategy? I would first seek to understand their concerns by listening carefully and asking clarifying questions. I would present data, risk assessments, and expected outcomes to support my recommendations while remaining open to alternative viewpoints. My goal would be to reach a collaborative solution that aligns with organizational objectives. Maintaining professionalism, respecting leadership perspectives, and focusing on business success are essential for achieving the best possible outcome. 12. How do you ensure employees adopt new processes? Successful adoption begins with clear communication, practical training, and ongoing support. I involve employees early, explain the benefits of the change, and provide resources that help them succeed. I monitor adoption through performance metrics, surveys, and manager feedback. When challenges arise, I address them quickly through coaching, additional training, or process improvements, ensuring employees feel confident and capable of using the new systems effectively. 13. What is the biggest challenge in change management? One of the biggest challenges is overcoming resistance while maintaining employee morale and productivity. People often fear uncertainty or believe the change will negatively affect their roles. Addressing these concerns requires transparent communication, active listening, leadership support, and continuous engagement. Building trust throughout the process helps employees understand the purpose of the change and encourages them to participate positively in achieving organizational goals. 14. How do you perform a change impact assessment? I begin by identifying which departments, processes, technologies, and employees will be affected by the proposed change. I evaluate the level of impact on daily operations, job responsibilities, and customer service. After gathering input from stakeholders, I document risks, training needs, communication requirements, and potential challenges. This assessment helps prioritize resources and develop targeted strategies that ensure a smooth and successful implementation. 15. Describe your leadership style during organizational change. My leadership style is collaborative, transparent, and supportive. I encourage open communication, involve stakeholders in decision-making when appropriate, and create an environment where employees feel comfortable sharing concerns. I lead by example, remain approachable, and focus on solving problems rather than assigning blame. By building trust and maintaining a positive attitude, I help teams stay motivated and committed throughout periods of organizational transformation. 16. How do you manage conflicts during a change project? I address conflicts early by encouraging respectful discussions and understanding each person's perspective. My focus is on identifying the root cause rather than treating symptoms. I facilitate constructive conversations, encourage collaboration, and seek solutions that support both employee needs and organizational objectives. Clear communication, fairness, and mutual respect help resolve disagreements while maintaining positive working relationships and keeping the project moving forward. 17. What role does communication play in change management? Communication is one of the most important elements of successful change management. It helps employees understand why the change is necessary, what benefits it offers, and how it affects their work. Consistent, honest, and timely communication reduces uncertainty, builds trust, and increases employee engagement. Providing opportunities for feedback also helps leaders address concerns quickly and improve the overall success of the change initiative. 18. How do you manage change in a remote or hybrid work environment? Managing change in remote or hybrid environments requires consistent digital communication, virtual training, and regular check-ins. I use collaboration tools to keep employees informed, encourage participation, and maintain transparency. Virtual workshops, online resources, and one-on-one meetings ensure employees receive the support they need. Monitoring engagement and gathering feedback frequently allows adjustments that improve adoption while keeping distributed teams connected and motivated. 19. How do you gain stakeholder support for a change initiative? I begin by identifying key stakeholders and understanding their expectations, concerns, and priorities. I communicate the purpose, benefits, and expected outcomes of the change while demonstrating how it aligns with business objectives. Regular meetings, transparent updates, and opportunities for feedback help build trust. By involving stakeholders in decision-making and addressing issues promptly, I encourage commitment, strengthen relationships, and secure the support needed for successful implementation. 20. What tools or software have you used for change management? I have worked with project management and collaboration tools such as Microsoft Project, Jira, Trello, Asana, Microsoft Teams, SharePoint, and ServiceNow. These tools help track project progress, manage communication, document change activities, and monitor stakeholder engagement. I also use reporting dashboards and survey platforms to measure employee adoption, gather feedback, and evaluate the effectiveness of change initiatives, ensuring continuous improvement throughout the implementation process. 21. How do you manage risk during organizational change? Risk management begins with identifying potential issues that could affect project success. I conduct risk assessments, prioritize risks based on impact and likelihood, and develop mitigation plans before implementation begins. Regular monitoring allows emerging risks to be addressed quickly. I also communicate potential challenges with stakeholders and project teams, ensuring everyone understands their responsibilities and is prepared to respond effectively if unexpected situations arise. 22. How do you handle tight deadlines during a major change project? When working under tight deadlines, I focus on careful planning, prioritization, and efficient resource allocation. I break the project into manageable tasks, assign responsibilities clearly, and monitor progress closely. Regular communication with stakeholders helps identify obstacles early so they can be resolved quickly. Staying organized, remaining flexible, and maintaining team motivation allows me to deliver high-quality results while meeting important project deadlines successfully. 23. Describe a time when a change initiative did not go as planned. During one project, employee adoption was slower than expected because training sessions were insufficient for some departments. I gathered feedback, identified knowledge gaps, and introduced additional workshops, user guides, and one-on-one coaching sessions. Communication with managers also increased to reinforce key messages. As a result, adoption improved significantly, employee confidence grew, and the project ultimately achieved its objectives despite the initial implementation challenges. 24. Why should we hire you as our change manager? You should hire me because I combine strong leadership, communication, analytical thinking, and stakeholder management skills with practical experience leading successful organizational change. I remain calm under pressure, build positive relationships across departments, and focus on delivering measurable business results. My ability to reduce resistance, encourage employee engagement, and ensure sustainable adoption enables organizations to achieve transformation goals efficiently while maintaining productivity and team morale. 25. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself leading large-scale transformation programs and serving as a trusted advisor to senior leadership. I aim to deepen my expertise in organizational development, digital transformation, and strategic change management while mentoring junior professionals. I also plan to earn additional professional certifications and continue improving my leadership capabilities. My long-term goal is to contribute to an organization's growth by successfully managing complex business changes. Preparing for change manager interview questions helps you confidently demonstrate your leadership, communication, stakeholder management, and problem-solving abilities. Employers value candidates who can successfully guide organizations through change while maintaining employee engagement and achieving business objectives. Practice these sample answers, adapt them to reflect your own experience, and support your responses with real examples whenever possible. With thorough preparation, confidence, and a positive attitude, you'll significantly improve your chances of impressing interviewers and securing your next change manager position. Best of luck in your interview!